What's up, you guys? All right, I'm here in Austin, Texas. Well, really, I guess we're here in Kyle, Texas, with Skylar Molina, the last Tunercult winner. Talk about how he won the car and stuff like that. As always, I know there's always tons of questions when it comes to like Tunercult stuff. Is the giveaway for real and stuff like that? Well, I'm literally here with somebody that actually legitimately won. So hopefully, if you're watching this video, like stop asking the questions. Stop bugging these people that actually win. Like this is legit. Like I don't think people realize how much money these like companies make off selling merchandise by giving away a car. Like I think it's just like a drop in the hat. Yeah, we're just gonna answer some questions with Skylar, and then hopefully this vlog helps anybody that has questions about Tunercult winnings or any of the giveaways, any car giveaways that you ever see online. All right, Skylar. So basically, we're gonna start out like, how did you find out that you won the Tunercult giveaway?
Oh man, that's kind of a story in itself. So I was working and I kept getting these calls from this random number in New York, and I thought it was like a scam number or something like that. And so I didn't answer for about 2 days. And then I finally got a call. I was in the middle of work and having a really rough day, and this guy, I answered, I was like, who is this? Just ready to give him a piece of my mind. And he goes, it's the old New Yorker guy's name's Gene Caro, man, I'll never forget it.
Gene Caro.
Gene Caro. Shout out to Gene. You're the best, man. Thanks for being patient. But he goes, is this Skylar Smith? I was like, yeah. That's my legal last name, Smith. I don't go by that though, but for those wondering. And I was like, yeah. He goes, well, are you familiar with, you can like hear him like rustling papers in the background. He goes, Tunercult? I go, yeah, I am. Why? He goes, well, I see that you entered to win the car, and congratulations, you won. I was like, what? I mean, this is obviously a scam. Like, no way, dude. And he's like, no, nobody ever believes me, but yeah, you won. And I freaked out, man, and I lost it. Basically just logged out of work and was like, okay, I'm done for the day.
I'm assuming those people, like guys, like the guys that do the actual drawing and stuff like that, right, for them?
Yeah, so it's a third-party company. It's like a sweepstakes company too. I feel like Tunercult just does it so they don't get people saying like, hey, this is a scam.
They rigged it or anything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You see how well that works. So
that's how they contact you and stuff like that. So how was overall the experience of like going to go pick up the car and like just that whole situation, like you won a car, a brand new car, like
yeah. So I mean, it was crazy, man. My life was already like doing some weird stuff at the time. I was just going through some personal change, and this definitely added to the fire to the point where okay, I got to figure it all out, right? Because I won it right when the COVID virus hit. And so the first thing was figuring out like, how am I going to get there? Like, am I going to be allowed to go? I talked to Mo from Tunercult, and he was like, we're going to have to play it by ear, which, I understood. Overall experience, I'd say the only rough part about it was that we had to wait for the coronavirus to kind of settle down a little bit, especially in California because they were being really strict.
Right.
But yeah, overall experience was great. And Mo and the guys over there, they were super cool. I can't really say enough good things about them. I mean, they gave me a car, so I'm not mad at all. I had a 2019 WRX at the time, and decided that I didn't need the payments, so got rid of that. Just kind of started trying to reassess my life and reassess how I was going to handle this giveaway.
Right.
It was crazy. It turned my life upside down. Freaked out.
I would have checked out a way. I would have been like, I
did actually. I was
boss, I won. I need to go.
That's exactly what happened. So I was already working from home. At that time we had shut down the office, and I was on my computer, and I was just having a shit show of a day. And then when it happened, I remember just like emailing my boss and like my supervisor group, and I was like, hey, I just want a car and 30 grand. Like, I'm sorry guys, like I can't focus on work. I gotta go. Like, I'm off for the day. Do what you will.
Gotcha. And you mentioned that 30 grand, right? So I'm assuming that is, they give you that additional money, because I see a lot of like giveaways give additional money on top of it to help you cover the taxes on the car, right?
Totally, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that, I mean, in a sense, yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that. A lot of it's for taxes, and I mean, I think a little bit is supposed to be for transportation, getting the car home. We drove the car home, but there's still costs with that, because fuel, hotels, fun along the way. I mean, it was a great trip, so I don't regret driving it home at all. It was a blast. It was probably one of the most fun trips I've ever had.
awesome. And so how much money did you actually spend on the actual like what did you buy just a shirt or something like that?
Yeah, so this is where everybody gets really, really upset, and I understand why. So I got this shirt and a couple of other things. This is a Tunercult shirt, and I got this because I put in, when I found Tunercult, they were doing the NSX giveaway.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, oh man, I'm gonna buy into this. Like, I would love to have that car. That'd be awesome. This is before kind of all my personal stuff kind of started flaring up, and then, you know, that giveaway went through, didn't win, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, I like the website, I like the way their shirts fit, I'm kind of picky about that, and, you know, we had a cold snap come through Texas, and a bunch of my stuff was in storage at the time, so I was like, I'll buy a hoodie, and they had cool stuff, and I literally just bought one hoodie. Wow. And it is I'm never getting rid of that hoodie ever.
Never get rid of it. It's my lucky hoodie.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's my lucky hoodie. But yeah, I just bought the hoodie just because I thought it was cool. And $60 spent on one of those multiplier weekends. And it was all just kind of happenstance, man. It was all just kind of luck.
And honestly, I feel like a lot of those giveaways are like that way. They bought like a hat, and then that's how they won.
Yeah,
I mean, you only need one entry to get an opportunity to win.
Well, I mean, I thought Tunercult was probably like the highest chance just because of their volume of outreach and they're, you know, they're reputable enough, you know, and they're giving away cool stuff. But I'm gonna be totally honest, when I didn't win the NSX, I kind of stopped paying attention to the giveaways of what they were doing, so I didn't even really know. I had seen this car, but I was like, oh, okay, like I'm really not even in it to win it at this point. I just want one of their hoodies because I like their stuff. And yeah, people get pretty upset about that, which is understandable. But I did lose a couple before I won this one, so.
Yeah, I will say that, like, I remember my buddy Alan showed me this car, saying like you need to enter and like buy something for like just before I bought my Evo, because he knew I wanted an Evo. And he told me, hey, just buy something and enter it, which I never ended up doing, but still.
I mean, you could have stole my spot, dude.
This Evo is awesome. Yeah. So what do you personally overall think of the Evo?
Man, I grew up loving these cars. You know, my brothers, like we've kind of talked about before, it was always, you know, either between the three of us, it was either Team Subaru or Team Evo or Team WRX, Team Evo, whatever. But we'd have arguments about like which car is better. It was all hypotheticals. You know, we were like riding our bicycles around, just dreaming of the day that we could have one of these. And so it really has been an awesome experience in the fact that I've gotten to, like, I can say that I've had one, and you know, I really do enjoy the car. I think it's super cool. Even though like I'm not in a place in my life right now where it's really fitting what I need, I still wouldn't trade it for like the experience or anything, just because it's been so cool, man. It's been so, kind of scratch that itch, you know. So.
I understand that. Yeah. So like you said, so why are you really selling the Evo in general, since you've won it? And I mean, you've had it for what, 4 months now?
Yeah, well, no, I won it 4 months ago.
Oh, you won 4 months ago. Okay,
I won it 4 months ago, and I didn't actually pick it up until just recently.
Okay.
But, you know, some things got like personal life, and everyone's like, well, tell me what happens. Like, no, I'm sorry. That's
totally get it.
Yeah, I got some personal stuff going on. It just doesn't fit my, the word that keeps coming up in my head is like, it doesn't fit my mission right now. It doesn't fit my, like, what I'm going through. I'm a student, I'm in flight school, and, you know, the big thing about this car was, hey, you know, now I might be, this flight school is super expensive, and they don't really give student loans unless you're going to like one of the official universities like Emory-Riddle, and even then those are incredibly expensive. So my journey through flight school has been paid for by myself, and I've had to sacrifice a lot to do that, and I'm almost done, but I hit a roadblock, and this is kind of, to me, it's my way to continue my education and just like finish through and still keep my head above water.
Right.
So I love the car, I really do. If I was in a position where, you know, coronavirus hadn't hit, hadn't lost my job and all that stuff, then okay, yeah, I can keep this as my garage weekend fun car, show car, because that's what it is. It's a show car. Then yeah, it'd be a different story. But that's just not where we're at right now, unfortunately.
That's awesome.
I'm appreciative of this car, and I really, I love it to death, but right now it's just priorities, you know.
Priorities, moving on to bigger, better things.
Hopefully,
goal, you know?
Hopefully, yeah.
So, And then, so basically, I know you won this Evo. This Evo is awesome the way it did, but personally, what would you have done differently to this Evo if you were to build something like this?
Man, I would say like my biggest gripe about this, and I wouldn't even say kind of gripe, but also a worry is, I mean, we're pushing a decent amount of boost, and the internals aren't built like, you know, the bottom end of this thing is all stock, and I probably would have shied away from going the Cobb access port route and gone with an actual Pro Tune, because we've been having issues with that. I really enjoy what they did with the car cosmetically. I mean, even the seats, man, like they don't look comfortable like on camera or even in the pictures, but I was in this thing for 27 hours total, because we took the long way coming home to go sightseeing, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. It's really, I wouldn't change a whole lot, except I would just make the car a little more fortified to the point where it's like, you know, almost like your car, where you can drive it and you're not worried that you're gonna
break something.
Yeah, break something, blow something up. Just a little more confidence-inspiring build, I guess, would be the direction that I would go in. You know?
Hopefully, you guys, like, this helps anybody, or gives people some insight into what, like, these giveaways, like, what happens with these giveaways. Like, they're for real. And okay, guys, I actually forgot to record an outro to that video. I forgot to even close it out. I actually got, I don't know, I lost my train of thought when I was recording just there in the car with Skylar. But I hope you guys, I hope this helps or gives some insight into the like car giveaways and stuff like that. They are true. People get the cars. People win the cars all the time. Just for you guys' information, I don't know Skylar. I just happened to see his car for sale post on Facebook Marketplace, and I hit him up, and I was like, I need to just take a moment and do a video with him, just 'cause I know people question these car giveaways and stuff like that. So I hope this answers some questions to people when it comes to these things. And yeah, and again, Skylar, thank you for taking the time and letting me do a video, a vlog with you over this Tunercult winning, because I don't see enough videos like this on YouTube, and I thought people would appreciate it. Actually, you know what? One last thing. If you guys have any questions, leave comments down below. Tell me exactly what you think at all about the Evo and stuff like that, because that Evo was super clean. I honestly, now that I was editing this video, I kind of wish I would have got a little bit more video. This is the first time I've kind of tried to do something more than just me in my garage, working on my own car and stuff like that. So this was a little out of my comfort zone, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, so if you did, please like the video down below, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I do have my own personal Evo 10 that I will be doing stuff to, and then I still have my 350Z that also will be doing stuff to, and hopefully in the future I have something else that I can be modifying and doing other things like that. But alright guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.